Well, I felt that I wanted to give back to the community, and contributing dollars was one way, but wasn't able to give much time at all until after I retired, which was 20 years ago.
I think my first contribution to the UJFC was all of $10 when I received a phone call. At that time, it was a stretch to get the $10. And I had more time than money in those days, so it was easy to give time. As that balance has become different, you give both, and it's really important. You'd like to make a difference.
Once my kids were born and I started to see a bigger picture and I started to realize that I needed to look at the community from a larger perspective, I decided to be more active in the United Jewish Fund.
In college, I was actually solicited at Hillel. I remember the very first time I was solicited. It's when we got involved in young leadership and I began understanding the service to the community. And it was a way for me to be involved with the Jewish community and support the Jewish community in a very confined, concise, specific way, and know that I was helping not only my Jewish community, but the Jewish community worldwide.
I was brand new to the Twin Cities. I'm an attorney and looking to network with other young professionals.
UJFC has really made an impact on my life because I go to Talmud Torah and I've been surrounded by it my whole life, and it's helped me make decisions in my life.
I think in this day and age, what we all have to be able to hope for is to be able to maintain the kinds of communities that we've had, that we've built all these years.
And the UJFC, the Federated Giving, allows people the opportunity to give a gift that will support Jewish life throughout the community.
From the JCC to the Jewish Family Service to the Shalom Home, to every one of the contributing factors of our community.
Some of us support individual organizations because we have a special interest in that organization. This also allows us to support the overall Jewish community and Jewish life in our community.
We go out and solicit the opinions of our donors periodically. And for all the years I've been involved, the two most important things to our community are seniors and children. And those represent the strongest areas that we support.
Going to Talmud Torah my whole life has been a gigantic impact on my life, and it's really helped me learn life lessons and become advanced in Jewish culture and life, and I think that it's good that UJFC helps support that.
The United Jewish Fund and Council brings all the agencies together, brings people from different synagogues. It brings people who are at different stages in their lives and in their families together to think about and talk about what's important in their Jewish community. It brings the young Jewish adults into the community, and I think it's a great forum for people to meet other Jews and become friends and more active in the Jewish community.
What really draws me into the UJFC and donating my money and my time is the fact that they help Jews in all parts of the world.
I do remember the situation with Jews going from Ethiopia. And I remember Rabbi Raskus coming and talking to us and explaining to us that all of us had relatives who were immigrants at one time and needed support.
We went to the Ukraine. We went to Kiev, and then we went to some outlying cities outside of Kiev and visited with all sorts of people that were helped by Federation dollars. So we visited with young students who with learning difficulties who were given additional funding to get through school, and then we met with lots of older adults in senior day care centers, both in Kiev and then in the very rural areas where they would have very little connection to the Jewish community without the centers that they had there. The most impactful thing that I saw were the food boxes that they got on a weekly or monthly basis, and especially out in the very rural areas, they were given these boxes of food that sustained them for the entire month. And then the fact that they showed this map that had trucks that went all across extremely rural regions of the Ukraine and delivered their fuel for the winter. And it's cold there, I mean, as cold as this here, and they only get their fuel that gets them through the winter because of the Federation dollars.
I hope that St. Paul continues to be a vibrant place for Jewish people. I hope it's a place that offers the education and cultural and religious opportunities for young families. I hope that it's a destination for Jewish families, that there is a full range of Jewish education opportunities, that there's a vibrant Jewish community center. I really hope that it continues to be as great a place to live and as great a Jewish place to live as it is right now.
We have a marvelous community here that does things that no other city in the country accomplishes quite as well.
My hopes and dreams are relatively simple. It's not that we save the world, but that we save our little piece of the world.
Well, I hope that we can take these hard times as a really good lesson, that we do need to lean on each other as a community, and that when you do have a little bit of excess and you're able to donate whatever it is, that it's important that we do contribute to the UJFC and share our wealth with those that are less fortunate.
My greatest desire for the community is to be able to maintain the kind of support that we've been able to give to our community.